to help me out with it. Ooh, Boost Boost is at the table, Paul?
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm waiting to get a crazy rare to start it.
Well, we got 2 crazy rares, Paul.
Oh yeah, I see.
I'm quite interested to hear what your thoughts are. I think it's Sparring Regiment, but
Yeah, me too.
Swords is bonkers though to pass here, and it will probably put our neighbor, at least to start with, into white.
It might, but Sparring Regiment, good card to splash, good card in general, better than Source of 2 Blighters is the best removal card in the set. Sparring Regiment just wins the game on it. And even learns to.
Yeah, Sparring Regiment is sick.
That card is bonkers.
Okay, let's take Sparring Regiment and go with it. I'm on Inkling Summoning here, but I can also see a case for Flunk or maybe Academic Dispute. What do you like?
Yeah. Inkling Summoning too.
I think Flunk and Inkling Summoning are like in the same category, and Academic Dispute is just a bit below that, I would say. Like
yeah, so yesterday I drafted with Vivo, he coached me.
Yes.
And I'm on Inkling Summoning too, but he said just take the best card out of the pack still. But I don't know which card that is here.
But I think Inkling Summoning is actually the best card together with Flunk.
Yeah, let's take it.
There's a white rare in the pack. It's not a good one though.
You think so?
Rick Proctor.
It's bad with Sparring Regiment.
Yes, it is, it is.
But still, yeah. What else is there?
What else is
Not
there?
really lots.
Test of Talents is these.
Still think I'd go for the rare. And if not, maybe the lesson.
Yeah, Marnik says ingredient. Also go for the eliminate history indeed. It's not a bad card.
Only, yeah.
It's pretty easy to get a 3-2 off of it. But shall we go?
I think we should take the rare.
Okay. They're both rare though.
Yeah. It's bad with Sparring Regiment, but
I don't think it was the right pick, but I think it was just a very mediocre pack. So I'm not sad.
Did you have picked there?
What do you say?
Did you have picked there?
I would have probably taken the red lesson card. I think it's pretty good. And I like white red. What do you like here, Paul?
Yeah, I think I want Fractal Summoning too.
It's either Fractal, but I can also see picking up the Witherbloom Pledge Mage.
Yeah. So we kind of want to hedge into
yes.
white, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I think we're trying to play white here, but we can also end up Jeskai, right? And Fractal Summoning is pretty good in Jeskai.
I think we should pick the Pledge.
Pledge Mage?
No, Fractal's higher side.
Ooh, we get an eye twitch. That's these. That I like.
Yeah.
It's not the best learn card in the world, but it's strong.
Yeah.
And I like it with where we're going. Inquisition is also not bad.
The eye twitch is so good.
But the eye twitch is way better. So let's pick that up. Get a campus, a squad, expo. I think it's between squad and the land.
How do you like squad so far?
I'm okay with it.
Strong opinion on it. But you're okay with it.
It's not that good. Because it's not a flyer, right? In the 4-drop slot I rather have either the professor or the black flyer. I think they're both better. We could pick up the land. I wouldn't mind the land.
I can see the land. By the way, Boosh joined our
Yeah,
and he's also at the table.
Hey Boosh, we're forcing Silver Quill here, so what are you up to?
I'm not supposed to tell this, right?
We are
But
making a joke anyway, Boos. You don't
yeah,
know what we are drafting.
no. But let me put it this way: I first picked Magma Opus,
Ooh, nice.
and then decided to take no card in any of the two colors
Mm.
since then.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So yeah,
And is that because of the Magma Opus bug?
no,
Or-
because of it's not open. Like for me, the black and red's not the colors that I should be in. I
Yeah.
think.
Marnik says, pick one, hate pick, Marnik. And Boosh.
Yeah. But am I on your stream now too, Kerstens?
Yes, the Marnik
Oh,
can hear
great.
you, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
That's why we're talking English to you.
Yeah. And I was actually wondering if I mean what we're doing is kind of illegal, right? If I would give you like proper information.
Oh, yes, yeah, probably it's... I don't think we're going to get fined for it.
No.
And I
okay.
also noticed that it's more destructive than actually helping us, probably. Because we shouldn't draft
True.
around what you are drafting. That is destructive, right? Even if we knew.
Yeah.
Well, Leech Fanatic or Cram Session? I'm pretty high on Cram Session.
I think Leech Mag is better.
Okay. You don't like the learn aspect, you just like the 2-drop.
Yeah, because it's a good 2-drop and we are setting up to be kind of aggressive.
True.
Yes.
He's on the same table, Marnik. He's across from us, actually.
I'm feeding you.
He is feeding to us.
Yeah, it's not illegal because
What do you like here, Paul?
I
I don't think we ever play Gift, right?
like Essence, yeah, Essence.
So far, not great, but okay-ish.
Silver Quill looks to be open, which is great.
Yes, but there weren't just very great Silver Gold cards opened, right? I mean, after our first pick, we haven't seen anything that was like bonkers. This is a bonkers spec, right? Are you on Assistant or on Kozilek?
I think I'm on Kozilek.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Silver Quill is definitely wheeling, but
Are you serious?
yes.
But I saw each of those cards before, and I really didn't feel like Silver Quill was that open.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
okay.
the cards are not great, but we aren't missing any of the Silver Quill cards that we opened, so nobody's taking them.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's also something, right?
Yeah, I
Spec
guess.
sucks.
This pack.
Maybe it's because we're on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's actually a good point. That can
I think it makes a big difference if you play in the
Yeah.
weekend or during the week.
Okay, what do you like here, Paul? Because this pack is horrible.
I think just take the Spirit.
Wow.
Take it as a chance to get into your deck.
But maybe the ingredient does as well, right?
Yeah,
I kind of like ingredient with essence infusion, to be honest.
that's true.
I'm very low on spirit. Okay, that's finally a good card getting our way.
Yeah, decent card.
Decent card. I like it a lot.
But
Boom.
this, yeah, of course, it's that's
Oh, this is actually a hard pick, right?
yeah.
Well, it's not close, but I would like both.
Yeah,
But it's not close for me.
yeah. He's just insane.
Yes. Okay, so far so good. I mean, we could use the +1/+1 counter lesson. I would really like that one. But so far the deck is pretty mediocre. And it's getting better by the pick.
Oh yeah, now the deck is just.
Now
This
we're...
card is so insane. Even it's
now...
like I'm always forgetting that it's cheap spells.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I would take the mythic here.
Overhunt?
Just a having a board weapon in your deck is so.
Yeah. It's strong. I agree.
Yeah. Not even. Yeah, I don't know. It gives you this safe feeling, like you cannot lose the game. If you're ahead, of course, it's annoying because you have a dead card in your hand. But
Yeah, that's true. Marnik needs the Crux of Fate for his dragon deck. Oh, Marnik, I actually do have this card in paper. This exact same version, so I'm happy to trade it with you another time. If we can meet up in person again, that is. I opened it at our little pre-release.
nice.
Yeah, we're meeting on Sunday, indeed, Marnik. I'll bring it.
Oh yeah, right. Sunday already.
Yes. I'm getting my first shot, my first vaccine shot on Saturday.
Oh,
So I'm really hoping I'm not getting sick.
Yeah.
Because
Well, if you do, it's not contagious anyway.
no, not sick as in I'm going to make you guys ill, but more sick as in I don't feel like coming.
Yeah.
You're on study break here with me, Paul? I think it's not close, right? Yes, I'm getting Pfizer indeed, Marnik.
okay. In terms of wheeling, some wheeling happened.
Okay.
Are you already at pick 9?
Yes, I'm at pick 9, and both the broken green fight spells are still in the pack.
Oh, yes, yes. We're not picking those. We're leaving those in for you.
Oh, thanks.
Don't
Much
worry.
appreciated.
Yeah, we're also in the right lane. Wow, mascot interception again here, Paul. Are we going to splashing it? Are we going to splash it?
Of course.
I think we're
So
picking it here, right? Just in case.
We're picking those.
We don't need this,
We're
right?
pretty low on 3 drops.
Yeah, we're never going to play that. Ooh. How are you on this pick here? I kinda like the shield mage.
Yeah, me too. Shield match pretty good.
Wow, we're getting some hand disruption here. Divine Gambit is going to be a legendary in this deck. Or are you on? You're not on assistant,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know.
There is
The
no
rest way for the sideboard.
Right.
Kerstens, there's no deck in which Divine Gambit is legendary.
Oh, our deck
other
is.
than for your opponent.
Other deck is shaping up to be exactly
Really
that
good?
deck.
I don't like that card at all.
It's so
I
good.
actually pretty it's a lot. I didn't like it at all time. But
How many spiteful squads is too many spiteful squads? Ooh.
okay.
Our lane is open AF.
We're the only silver quill draft.
Yeah, yeah, by far. Wow, this is I think this is archaic, but I wouldn't mind the study break. What are you on?
Yeah, I'm on archaic. That card is really good.
Yeah, it's bonkers, right? And we're definitely going to wheel something here.
Yep. The silver quill apprentice for sure.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
How many burn cards?
We only have 2 lessons so far. We have Twitch, we have study break, we have regiment. So we can definitely use some extra learn. But
I still like mage hunters with 2 Killians. Pretty good.
You like the mage hunter?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's indeed a cheap spell with kill. Ooh, Harrow. Probably the lesson here over the Lorette.
Yeah, it will wheel. I was first like, okay,
Yeah.
two.
The more Lorettes you can pick up, the better they get, right? I think it was Verveil that said that the only time they're not just a 2/2 is when you have multiples of them.
Let's see that.
That
Oh, wow.
doesn't sound right, but
Huh?
What did you say, Bush?
that doesn't sound right. Like, I mean, if you just have a lot of flyers, there's
Yeah, but mostly
but it's still,
yeah, true.
I mean, they have to kill it first, basically.
What do you like here, Paul? This is a good pack for us.
First card.
You like this, the Vanishing Verse?
Yeah.
It doesn't do a lot in this format though. I think I'd rather have Onslaught on Vanishing Verse.
Really? I never really played it, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, of course it doesn't hit some creatures, but
I picked Onslaught.
okay.
Okay, our deck is shaping up to be pretty incredible. Okay, Marnik was on the rare as well. I'm not on the rare, Marnik. Like the 4/4 summonings are not monocolored. The fractals are not monocolored. Like the rare hardly kills anything that's large. Like the Witherbloom Pledge Mages, it does not kill. Shield. I mean, look at our deck. It hardly kills anything in our deck.
2 mana instant.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right.
Oh, this is. It's Pledge Mage for summoning here, right, Paul?
Yeah.
I think I like summoning. We have quite some playables already. Pledge Mage is very good though. Like we're probably not playing the Dusk Mage.
I like Spirit Summoning, yeah.
Spirit Summoning as well. Yeah, I think it's just good to pick up another lesson here. I don't think we're playing anything out of this pack.
No.
So whatever we're picking, we're dragging to the sideboard. Rescuer to the side.
Yeah, I like Rescue.
We already have a Dusk Mage, right? Doesn't really matter much. Another Spectre of Defense is very sweet here, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think we need a 2-drop.
That's good. We do have to make
Hey, there it is. There it is.
Yeah,
Whoops,
of
there it
course.
is. On the wheel. What do we hate picking here? I think Veil is the best card. I don't think we're going to use any of these.
Maybe Beaming Defiance?
Oh yeah, for the sideboard. Yes, yes. Hey.
well.
Oops, there it is. Doesn't matter.
So basically, in pack 1, I was first picking Magma Opus.
Yeah.
Wow,
Then
we're
I
getting
saw.
Sorry, we were
not-
just still drafting boost. Okay, tell
I
us.
know, but I mean.
What did you get?
Yeah, so I get Magma Opus for pick 1. Pack 1, pick 1. And after that, I saw not a single good blue or red card, basically. So I started taking black cards because I saw a lot of good black cards. Then pick 6 or something, I found a Mortality Spear, which suggested to me that I would probably be black-green. And it turned out that I was basically mono black after pack 1, with 2 green cards, I guess. And then in pack 2, it was really clear that I should be green with it. So that's why I'm a bit surprised that you guys mentioned, like, okay, Silver Quill's open, even though all the good black cards should not be, at least after pick 4, it should all be terrible black cards for you, basically.
Well, yeah, we had a Silver Quill Apprentice on the wheel. We had 2 Shadowwing Larets, basically last pick. One was actually last pick, and the other one was in the last 2 cards.
Yeah, so what you saw was actual Silver Quill cards,
right?
White and black cards, and not.
No, of course
black
not. Of course,
or white cards.
there are always people taking your study breaks and taking your hunt for specimens, right? That is.
Mhm.
But if you see your good Silver Quill gold cards wheeling, that's a signal, I think. That at least means that you have a college for your own.
Yep.
Of course, Witherbloom and Lorehold are leeching your single colored card.
Yeah, I was thinking about picking Dina the Soul Steeper.
Yes,
over,
we saw that one.
Testament. Yeah, and that was like my pick 4 or something. I don't know, pick 5.
Mhm.
But I figured that I really needed Hunt for Specimens harder in this deck, and that Dina might wheel, and it actually did, like pick 13 or something.
Indeed,
So
we
that was
saw
nice.
it. We saw it passing by, and we waved at it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, those things are kind of nice.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, I also took some white cards. I had the Selfless Glip Weaver.
That one.
It's basically also black. Well, it's more white than black, but.
Which
Why
one is
did you
that?
pick that, Poos? That would have been
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh,
Because
that.
at that point I was mono black.
Oh, yeah.
And I can
Oh, I,
I'm even thinking about playing it now with my black and green deck, actually.
oh yes,
Yeah.
I think you should, right? It's a solid 4-drop, right?
No, it's a
Oh,
3-drop.
Which one is
board
it?
wipe.
Oh, it's the
It's
board
the
wipe.
2/3 that it's the 2/3 that can also be a board wipe, and it can
Oh,
also you can exile it to give all your creatures indestructible.
now I know which one.
So for the board wipe part, I alone it's like 8 mana, so it's a bit rough. But if what I could do, I'm not going to, I think, but I could play Ladder of Acceptance, and Campus Guide, and then put one plane in my deck, and I could play it for the left side as well. But I think that is not the way to go.
Do you have environmental sciences too?
No, I don't have it.
I
So,
don't think the white half is great. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's good if you're white, like
Yes,
basically.
if you can play it, yes.
And
If you
it's
need to
probably
splash
terrible
for
if
it,
you're not.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, the nicest pickup was Harmonize. I think people really underestimate that card. It's so good.
why?
But
It's,
it's crazy. I mean,
Harmonize is the draw 3 in green, right?
yes, for
That's
4
a
mana.
solid card, yeah.
That is solid. Yes.
maybe I would even splash Magma Opus in your deck if I did it. It's 8 mana, right?
That's really rough because I only have one Campus Guide and one Battle
Uh,
of Captains. I don't.
And no
think-
dual lands, or
No, not even in my color.
that's
So, yeah, I think that's not a realistic scenario. But I've bunch of removal, so it'll be fine. It's not great. I lack creatures, basically good creatures. But apart from that, it's good.
How do you like what we have so far, Paul, and what would you like change? So I'm thinking of playing the Rescuer because it's another flyer for our double Lorette. And given the Crux of Fate and given the Archaic, we're more of a mid-range deck than an aggro deck. I feel. We can definitely build it more aggro. I mean, we have the ingredient, the warning, the infusion.
we kind of need to decide what we.
Yeah, do we want to be this
Aggro deck or.
yeah, durdle around in the early game, play flyers late, or do we wanna play 16 land and go very low to the ground or something? But I think since I like both Crux of Fate and Archaic, I think we're more of a mid-range deck. Strict Proctor, the only card in our deck that it is that it's not good with is Regimen.
Yeah. So,
Outside of that, we don't have any enter the battlefield
Yeah.
triggers.
I think we should.
That is fine. Okay, so what do you like?
The Pillar Drop Rescue. Right?
Do you want to cut
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, but what do we add? We need 2 cards.
Look, I don't hate the Dusk Mage, to be fair. I first thought it was like close to unplayable too, but you have 2 Laureates. Can maybe play Infusion.
I think we can do better than that.
Yeah,
I think I would rather play a Duress than a Dusk Mage, to be honest. Like Duress is almost always a hit in this, right? So many spells going around. Maybe it's the ingredient and the infusion. I mean, they combo nicely.
Then we are kind of.
I can also see playing the Defiance to protect the Killians and the Lorettes.
Difficult.
Defiance is only 1 white. Like the target spells we have are very good in our deck.
Don't think I would play Defiance. I like Warning better than Defiance.
Okay, that's... Ooh, that's... Okay. Why?
I actually think Dust Mage is pretty good because we don't have a lot of 3-drops. And maybe we can be more aggressive.
We have 5, right? And if we play Hunt, we'll probably get a 3
Yeah,
drop.
that's true. I don't think it's bad. I think it can actually be pretty good.
So Marnik in chat asks, is Crux worth it as you're going aggro? Yeah, I kind of like what Paul said. It's so good to have a board wipe that you know you can count on at some point in the game, right? Well, of course, there are moments in the game where it's a dead draw. But I think especially in this format with all the learned lesson, not bad to have a dead draw once in a while. That can also like bring you back into the game.
Also set up to it, like
Right.
if you have an aggro deck, you can just not play your creatures until turn 5 and then take like 15 damage, go to 5, and then get it 4 for 1, and then just win the game.
Okay, last card.
I don't know. What's your instinct?
The reason I like Defiance is that it's only 1 white with Killian. So not only do we like to protect Killian, it's also a 1 white hexproof +2/+2, which I like. I can see Infusion, but I think it's basically only good on the eye twitch and the Humility ingredient, and maybe on the prop. Outside of that, I don't like it. I think it's one of those two, or it's the pillar drop.
I also maybe Spiteful Squad can go.
Also get a spiteful squad. That is true. That is true.
But Professor's Warning is good with your board wipe. Maybe that's the reason.
Ah, so that we can save 1 creature. Aren't we building a bit too much around the board wipe then, Paul?
Yeah, might be. But yeah, I don't know.
Defiance. It's good to have 1 combat trick, I think, in the deck, right? Currently we have only Eliminate. Eliminate, Study Break. They're the only instants that we have. So I think I like to have another instant spell. Which is why I like Beaming Defiance.
Yeah, that might be a good reason.
Just to have something
Catch
to...
Mage and Apprentice.
Right. Just to have something to interact with. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Do this. Got our Killian card sleeves. Sleeve up our draft deck. Let's go. Quick screenshot. Have it close. Deck looks solid though. Boost, are you playing yet?
Yeah.
Good, good.
And
I'd rather not meet you and both go to BO than and cost each other gems.
yeah, well, I'm netting negative in.
Oh. We're up against Raknuk. Let's quickly 17 lands our opponent.
Yeah, I do that all the time now as well.
Yeah, I just like it, right? If it's somebody
yeah,
that...
it's interesting.
How do you like our hand, Paul?
I love Farhead.
Raknuk is not a 17 lands user.
Yeah, at least not a known one.
Yeah, not in the top whatever. How many users do you guys think they have?
Mm,
For this top 500, like how much is there below that?
like, how do you define a user? Is it like has installed?
Oh
Zap
yeah,
command
right. Yeah,
or-
no.
Hey, I see a combo that I didn't use before.
But number
If you
5.
play,
Sorry, go ahead.
if you play Infuse with Vitality and then Devouring Tendrils, that works. It's not a good combo though.
Our opponent just played the tension sphere.
Oh no.
Oh wow, that's so bad.
Oh, people should just not do that.
Vortex, it's called, by the way. Paul, what do you want? Do you want to play out Lorette or do you want to get rid of the Vortex?
Just get rid of the Vortex, attack for 2 lifelink.
Sure. Maybe our opponent is playing the history thing, the red white uncommon, the sorcery. That's the only reason I can think
Yeah.
of why somebody's playing Vortex.
I still think that.
Still, I wouldn't play the card, but definitely a reason to consider it. It's the only enchantment in the set, right? So
Sparring Regiment also.
opponent decided to play some blockers. Ta-dum. I think it's pretty aggro to onslaught here and attack. I think I would rather play the red. It is more mana
Really
fish.
have to attack.
Oh, we can also onslaught play protector, right? Proctor.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's onslaught the 1/4, attack, play the proctor. Do you like that?
Do we need to spend resources now? I don't.
I just like
No.
getting in, right?
We could also trade Killian for the spirit and then play Killian and Proctor.
But opponent is down to 2 cards.
I think that's a reason to not overextend. I don't know. I like maybe attacking with Killian. If they double block, we can play Killian and Proctor. Because otherwise Killian is a dead card.
I think that's throwing away our Killian a bit.
I agree with Kirsten. I would never do this. I want them to spend removal on my Killians.
Yes.
Now our next turn becomes really mana efficient. If they don't have removal, that is. But
I just like it boost to play a bit more of Paul's lines when we're co-streaming, because just a very
otherwise there's not really a reason.
Right, and for me it's a learning experience, right? Because that would be a line that I would never take. That was just too aggro for my taste, so I like it. Hey, now I remember it's Cha. Hey Cha, we indeed have 2 Killians. That is correct. Okay, do we block here, Paul?
they do have something. Think we blocked the Ageless Guardian.
With Killian?
No, with the Proctor.
And then if they want to use a spell to kill Proctor, it's fine, and otherwise we take a damage less.
So they have a spell.
Okay, they don't have a spell, I think. That went very quickly. You probably don't like using the onslaught here, right? So you would just attack with both. Agree?
Let's see. Attack with Killian, then we get 20.
We're winning this, right? We can just Killian Proctor.
I don't think. Yeah, they have something. So should we attack with Proctor?
What? They need to give this flying. I don't think that's a card in black and white.
No, but they have an instant. So they have a combat trick. We made a block so they didn't have to play it, but they really signaled a combat trick there.
But
that we know they have a combat trick.
They pass priority really quickly there.
But why would you? Why otherwise would you attack with an Ageless Guardian into a Killian? Just doesn't make sense.
Maybe it is to signal a combat trick. Hey, Cha, I did activate Cardboard Life, so it might be Cardboard Life that you're seeing. Oh no, I have to sack my Proctor, and now my flyer is an actual 3/3. Or do we put it on Killian?
I think Killian.
That was a juke. Funny
Maybe
juke.
They had to juke. No, they didn't have it, right?
I don't think they have anything here, Paul. I think we can just really block this one for.
Yeah, I would do.
I don't feel like they have. You could. Let's just attack, hunt for specimen, get the flyer. Do you like that?
Yeah, yeah.
I have no clue what our opponent is. They're playing so aggressive against a lifelinker. We're on 18, they are on 11, and they keep attacking with all. Yeah, it was nothing. Yeah, you got him.
It's also interesting that you have the. You can just have your removal up without a problem. Like
Right, right. We're just keeping our onslaught up.
Yeah, it's a really luxurious position.
This is also interesting because now we're just mage huntering the golem, right?
Yeah.
Just no blocks, mage hunter golem, attack with everything.
Yeah.
Except for the 1/1 probably.
Also, our Killian play paid off here.
Yes, your Killian play did turn out
Want
fine.
to give myself a few credits.
Yeah, it's good to pat yourself on the back from time to time.
Yeah, it was if they had removal, it was bad. But
now it's actually good.
I don't know if it was correct. You could spend your mana so efficiently during those turns.
No, that is correct. Opponent thinking of all attacking again, I'm pretty sure. Drawing a land there was unfortunate for them. Yes. Okay. So we're playing against a real opponent. Deck looked a little less impressive than ours though. The tension
Just a little.
Just a little. But are on the draw now most likely. Wanna cut a land, Paul?
Difficult. We didn't see like many scary cards. We are on the draw, they can be aggressive, so.
Could cut a white, play the Professor's Warning.
We didn't see much removal too. Maybe we could play if you how is it called? Essence.
Essence. The only removal we saw was Umbral Juice so far. And the fact that they play Vortex might signal that they are low on removal actually.
Yeah.
Do you like Infusion and cut a white?
I like Infusion.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, because they don't have a lot of removal, and the only way they win, based on what we have seen, is by killing us.
You have to play around the Duke a bit though with the. We can't go big on one creature.
That's.
Need to keep an eye on that. How is your first match going, Bush?
So I easily won the first.
Okay.
Like
good.
the first, it's. I mean, it's the first game of the first match.
Oh, right, yes.
And now I decisively lost the second one, and I'm kind of wondering what I lost it to because I don't really know. It's like I don't know, maybe card quality. I don't know.
What cards were played?
I was not like super unlucky, but I also.
We're going to make a very big best game. Feel it.
You've got that card.
Yeah. First pick. We had to choose Swords or that card.
Yeah, Swords to Plowshare or Sparring Regiment. Pack one, pick one.
Nice.
That was quite a nice shield pack we opened there.
We even ended up on being the only Silverco player at the table, which is pretty.
Yeah, which is
cool.
Let's see. If our next draw is not a land, we're probably getting our environmental sciences. We could also play Poet and play Regiment turn. What do you like? Maybe I like Hunt more. It's a bit safer. Play Hunt, get the sciences. I mean, the only thing we're going to lose against is our own screw, right?
It's a difficult one.
Is it
sure,
though?
Because if we draw the land naturally, it's pretty bad.
It is.
We
We
still
do have more learn than we have lessons, though, and we have the regiment still. I mean, we are learning twice. We can also go
I like the because we have sparring regiment.
Oh, you know what, Paul? We can go poet, and then we can get the environmental sciences with the regiment anyway,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Well, that's.
Think
With
that's the line.
That's the line for sure.
The 5-color. Wow, this is interesting. Our opponent was a silver coil deck game 1. And now they have a forest and an archway commons out. So probably. What's that called? Green, black, white? Something with an A or something, right?
Wait, what are you talking about?
The color combo. Green, black, white.
Green, black, white.
I lost it. Absent, yes. That was the A I was looking. I think we're
Okay.
playing out sparing regiment and not giving this flying, right? If we can trade the poet for the apprentice, are we fine with that? Upson, yes. Thanks, Marnik. Thanks, Cha. What do you like, Paul? Flying or not flying?
Might even like essence infusion.
That's not really playing around Duke as we discussed before.
That's true. That's true.
I think it's always regiment.
But yeah, it doesn't really accomplish anything because then we attack and then they trade like for sure, and then we have to wait a turn to get another counter.
That's why I'm asking whether we give it flying or not. Like we can just give
I
it.
think we can give it flying, and because we have essence infusion, I can see that line.
Yes, because we're getting the life back anyway. You mean? That I like. Stay alive. Deal. Stay in the life. Yeah, looking forward to Sunday. But what does strike me as a bit odd is that people apparently are not willing to draft Strixhaven.
Yeah, and a lot of people want to play commander,
Right.
which also I was like, what?
Yeah.
Well,
Who did vote for commander? Like,
I think the poll is a bit weird because everybody could vote as often as they wanted.
yeah.
But
I
I
also
not
was.
the thing.
It was maybe it was rigged. I think.
And there's,
yeah,
there's
go ahead.
something else
Yeah.
going on, which is that Strixhaven is I'm kind of done with it as well. Actually, I didn't vote for Strixhaven. Also,
Interesting.
I can do Strixhaven like all day now.
I think we're getting rid of this, right? And we're just attacking with a 4-3 over the ground. Paul?
Inefficient use of mana.
Yes, but it is efficient use of our counter, right? So we don't use one of our manas, but we do get the counter. Like any other play does not give us the counter.
Yeah, that's true.
And I kinda like getting the counter here.
Yeah. I think it's correct, yeah, because we also have a blocker then. Yeah. It's way better.
Okay. What?
What? Okay. wait. What happened?
Oh.
Who's your theory about the weekend just
Yeah, just got confirmed.
Oh, what happened?
Opponent blocked our
jump
4-3. Yeah.
Yeah, jump blocked on 17 life.
With the reflective golem. Which is not a valuable card at all.
And then they played Fine Strike while not having their Fine card.
Oh, so you're talking about the theory that people are not good.
Right.
In the weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense. Nothing new here, but sure.
Nothing new here, but just want to throw it out there. I kind of like Lorette Hunt. What do you like?
I like...
Big bots?
I like Inkling Summoning.
Hunt Inkling Summoning?
Yeah. Oh,
Sure.
maybe attack first.
Yeah, we're definitely attacking first. I was just talking second main. Okay, let me see. We'll get to you, Chuck. Give a sec. Spirit summoning, right? We don't need anything else.
I like annihilation because we don't have removal yet.
Sure. Okay, so Cha is saying LR limited resources cost had a thing about Strix Sealed. Strix is a bit an on-rails draft, seeing how aggro they were. Those three sentences do not belong together, right? They had a thing about Strix Sealed. Strix is a bit an on-rails draft. So how are you guys on Strix being an on-rails draft?
Yeah,
What
I
does
agree.
on the rails draft mean?
How do you like infusion here, Paul? Do we have lethal? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, we have lethal. Okay.
That makes it easy.
So the issue that I have with Strixhaven is that even though it has more than 5 decks, for sure,
Yeah.
it's still not super interesting because most of the time you'll end up with a good or a bad version of one of the 5 color pairs. And if during the draft something interesting happens, you're often too committed to change. Well, with Kaltheim, it was the other way around.
By the way, hi.
But call time was more of a forcing set than this is, right? In call time,
No.
it was way easier for me to get into the color pair that I wanted.
No, only in very specific situations. Like if you have like if in Kaltheim you would have like you would be very invested on drafting Snow, for example. Then you set yourself up to being in a position where you cannot move.
Right, but Snow was a disaster. But outside of that,
it was not a disaster. It was awesome.
Okay, yeah, but that's why we have different experiences with the format.
Yeah, I agree.
Why was
something is very strong, people just tend to say, "Oh, it's like with Ikoria, like cycling was a disaster." Like, no, I don't
with
think it is.
cycling is different because it was a disaster because it screwed up everything else.
Right.
Yes,
No,
I agree.
I'm then the way.
Hey, we have a fourth voice here.
Yes,
I
it's
thought I'd join in on the voice
Hey, Cha, yeah, that's way better.
to not have some delay.
That's way
Yeah,
better. Now you can also explain your earlier combination of sentences.
The first two were together. The limited resources podcast had something about the Strixhaven sealed, that it was a bit more fun than draft because the draft was more on sealed. You stayed open in first pack 1, pick 6. If you stay open until pack 1, pick 6, and then just draft the colors that's open on your seat, it's just on rails. You just draft whatever's open on your seat.
Okay, that's fair. Yes.
Because you often notice especially in online drafts, like in your case probably, how Silver Quill is just super open because other people just don't pick it. But like in Kaldheim, it played more like a cube draft that you just really had to figure out and pick your fixing really early and determine whether you want to go in snow and stuff like that.
And
you really have to figure out what's in Kaldheim.
It also felt like there were like 20 or 25 decks that you could draft.
Yeah, there were a lot of abilities and keywords. It wasn't just a simple 5 keyword set. There were a lot of abilities you could build around, stuff like that.
And some of these ingredients are still in Strixhaven, like the interesting build around cards in every color pair are very cool. I mean, like Ruta, and you have a lot of these kind of cards. Also, all the apprentices are mini build rounds in themselves.
Right, Cody is an archetype in itself.
Yeah. I mean, that are the things that make the format bearable. Like,
yeah, and learn is really fun and pleasant to play with.
It plays very well. But
Yeah,
the draft portion is not super interesting.
Paul, how do you like study breaking nothing just to get a turn 4 play? A bit aggro,
It
right?
depends on what do you have?
We have an onslaught and a crux of fate in hand. And also just
No,
keep
what do you
attacking
have?
with.
No, what do you have in your sideboard, Kirsten? Because that's the relevant question here. Because if you can put a 2/1 flying in play to put more pressure, I would definitely play your study break here.
Yeah, that was my
And the first
suggestion.
step
Like,
then. Yeah.
You can
Like-
also just play nothing, attack until they do something. 'cause
right.
of Crux
We can
of Fate.
also just keep our hand, keep playing lands, and then crux of fate at some point. I don't mind that either. Let's
Yeah, because-
let's do that. So we don't play the Killian then. I think we should still play the Killian.
Yeah. And here's when board wipes become awkward, and I kind of agree with Barnick, but still, I think they're good because whatever it's just a bullshit protection.
Right.
spell,
This is
like-
just a escape button.
But I can be convinced it's bad still, but I kind of always have the feeling when I have it in my hand like this game can't go wrong anymore. It's like I'm ahead, I can still push when I'm ahead, but if the opponent somehow comes back, I still win. But maybe another card,
How do you
different card than Crux of Fate would have been better if I'm already ahead. Like, do you understand?
Yes. Is it? All attack.
Yeah.
The only thing that they can block is the apprentice, and if they make it a 3/3, we might even study break in response to trade it off.
What if he blocks first before pumping?
Well, we're just using study break to make it a 3/2, right?
Yeah.
Like then we just use it as a combat trick to trigger the magecraft.
Oh yeah.
If he somehow gained life,
Right.
was a
Now we
combat
play out the
trigger.
Lorette, right?
Yeah.
And we go all in on our not having Crux of Fate in hand plan.
Yeah, it's a nice reset button in case he overwhelms you.
Yes. Which is going to be tough for opponents.
But would study break instead of Crux of Fate? Wouldn't that be better? Like this hand?
It would probably be better, yes. But okay, so about Sunday. So why are we not drafting Strixhaven? Like, what the
Nah,
fuck?
I have a test I'm not
End of
sure.
turn, study break. Oh, you could have study break end of turn, then win.
Oh yes, we could.
Oh no, you can do it now.
We can still do it, right? It's still one white. Exactly. Jeez. Killian is so strong. Look at that. Study break for 1, the removal spell for 2 black. I mean, holy shit.
Yeah.
Are we doing the same sideboard plan again? So far, no removal, but did have a spiteful score.
I think we keep it like this.
Yeah, keep the 17 lands.
Yeah.
I think it's fine with 3 5-drops.
Yeah.
Lots of learn lesson, which is nice. But I don't mind. If we're drafting another set, I'll still have fun.
Yeah.
It's
I think the poll was rigged. I don't know. 9 people want to play Commander.
Yeah.
Why didn't we play Commander last time then?
right. But I like, so when you give that poll to me, the only thing I put a check mark in the box is Strixhaven, right? Because I want to give Strixhaven more points than all the other things, and I can only award 1 point, so that means I'm giving 0 points to the rest. But I think a lot of people just did Strixhaven, Commander, like gave multiple voids, and then this shit happens.
Yeah, for me it was like I really don't want this one, so
Yeah, so let's give the rest a checkbox. That's also a fair strategy. Ooh.
How many votes did everyone get? Because there are 40 votes total.
I think you could vote as many times. You could only vote once, but you could select as many boxes as you wanted.
Okay.
This is a mulligan, right? We're not going to
You need a
gamble.
white indeed.
Yeah, it's only
It's cute.
1 in 4 to get a white. This
No,
is
no.
not.
What? Did you read the mulligan it? Like, why? You had eliminates, you had 3 lands, you have 9 void sources in your deck.
Wow. Well,
Well, I would keep this, but
savaging us. I'm thinking of putting Defiance away. I think we're going to play for the long game here with Fate and Hunter.
yeah.
Another Mage Hunter's Onslaught was exactly what we need. And our opponent. Well, okay, you would have kept the 3 black land hand.
Yeah.
It was only a 1 in 4 to draw a white land though.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter if you draw it later, because you had to eliminate.
Okay, sure.
I just got blown out by a Burrock Befuddler. You know how?
Ouch. How?
So my opponent has an Archmage Emeritus, or Emeritus, right? You say
That's
that,
the
like
2/2, right? Yeah.
2/2 for 4 that draws your card every time you cast an instant or sorcery. And he is an empty board, he has 3 mana open. So I play Deadly Brew. Like I want to kill this now, you know? And he flashes in the Burrock Befuddler to sacrifice that instead of his Archmage.
That's clever.
That's pretty good. It hurts.
Yeah. We are blocking here, right? I think turn 3 will be just the ingredient activation. Try to find more lands for the Crux of Fate eventually.
We do have environmental science though, right? Yeah, I still think we block.
Yeah, I'd rather use the study break defensively. Firing it off now for no... Right? Like, firing it off now brings us very little, right? We can just attack with the ingredient. They likely block.
Yeah, because we have the board wipe, I wouldn't do it. But if we didn't have that, then we...
So do we attack with the ingredient or do we just leave it back?
I think we leave it back and we draw a card of it.
Well, if he attacks, but
Yeah, if he attacks.
But if he doesn't attack, that's also playing in our game plan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's playing in our game plan of staying alive. Yeah, very, very aggressive attack by opponent here.
Why didn't he attack with the colony?
No.
If he didn't block, you want to block it maybe?
Opponent is very afraid of our double Killian aggressive Silver Quill deck.
yeah, or maybe afraid for pump spells.
Yeah, that could also be the case. Our hand is not containing any Killians right now. Our land. That's a land though. Fence or Eye Twitch? I think it's Eye Twitch, right? Then we take 2 damage max. Yeah, I like it.
We are like the anti-beatdown.
Yeah, the anti-beatdown, I like it. I like it. Ooh. Are we blocking this? No, right? We're just taking 2.
Yeah, I think we're taking 2. I think we can jump block a better thing.
Yes. Well, like an Inkling.
And it also holds the...
Yeah, it holds the Inkling, which is why I like it back here.
There's no play of it. Interesting.
Yeah, I think opponent is well aware of our board wipe or something. Like, I'm not sure.
He hasn't seen it yet.
Opponent is stream sniping.
Opponent is stream sniping, that's exactly what's happening. No. Is there a world where we play out the Spectre of Defense? I mean, there's not much that go wrong given this board state, right?
would play the Spectre.
Yeah, I think so too. And then we leave both back.
Yeah.
We continue the no attack. Because with the Spectre up, and if we draw a land, we can actually just start using the ability.
Yeah,
It's
good one.
fun.
And maybe he has removal, then he used it on a Spectre.
Right.
We are fine with.
Yeah, that's a 1-for-1 trade. Take those.
Yeah. And the Crux of Fate destroys the Spectre anyway when we need to cast it.
Well, one more land, then
Hey, there's Dina. Yeah, one more land and then the 4-4 becomes a little problem, but not a big one.
you got enough removal.
Yeah, indeed. And we still have study break. Hey, there's the lands. I think we attack with the Spectre, leave the Twitch back.
You can
Well, you could
double
double.
block. Yeah, you can double block. I think
Yeah.
I would.
Just pass the turn and use the ability.
Yeah. Because
Sure.
now you have a real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I was just thinking like if opponent plays the 8 land, the colony is a bit of
Yeah, that's right.
bit troubling. So I wouldn't have mind trading the colony for the Spectre, I think. I think trading the colony for the Spectre there actually prolongs the game. And then I would have used the ability during combat, probably.
Well, there it is.
Oops, there it is. So now we have the option to study break it, not take 4, jump with the eye twitch, not take 4, or just take 4 and onslaught it next turn.
I think just take 4 and Fate Spectre. We're not in any danger.
Do you need a Crux of Fate now?
No, we're not even close to Crux of Fading, I think. I think we
No.
rather use an onslaught on the colony first.
Okay. You have study breakup.
Uh-oh.
What?
Do we onslaught the 4-4? Just prolong the game?
Yeah. Onslaught of 4/4. You could attack
And probably attack with the Spectre, right?
maybe even both and have a study breakup. Let's see what he does.
He's probably sacking it with Dina, right?
Yeah.
There's no real reason to do that. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I like attacking with the Spectre and then leaving the 1-1 back to block the 2-1.
True.
There's no real reason to use our study break. Opponent considering the block here. I would encourage.
I think we might have. I think we could just have hold the Spectre back and just not use the removal spell on the colony.
And then?
And then just activate it until we are at. Like, we have life total to spare, we have 2 removal spells in hand after we.
Right.
play.
No. Tap, maybe?
No, right? If they 2-for-1, we're
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
totally fine with that.
Yeah.
It's a great 2-for-1 for us.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Yeah, but I also think opponent didn't really have another choice. Like, the flies were doing nothing with the eye twitch.
That's correct.
But well, maybe if he draws the eye twitch.
Ooh, top.
1 top.
Gets fractal summoning.
Yeah, we could just destroy that. I could just block here, Crux of Fate, and then we start being the aggressor.
Yeah, but you can sack it in response.
Oh, he can
right?
sack it in response. Yes.
Yeah, you could better wait when you have a creature. You're croxing and not playing a creature.
Yeah.
Pretty
Let him-
bad. Especially if you had some. Oh.
Okay, so we're not playing this out. We let them get we do need to pressure them a bit though, right?
Mm, maybe. Because they gain life. But I don't think they will start getting life. I think they will just sack it.
Yeah, but they're not sacking the ladder either, which is a bit strange to me.
I think he'll sack it end of turn.
Let's see.
I can't fractal summoning. And that's maybe why he doesn't sack the ladder.
I mean, however this goes, we're getting a 3-4-1 with the Crux of Fate, right? Doesn't really matter what opponent is doing here. Hey, that's a real creature.
Yeah.
Finally something to Crux of Fate.
Mhm.
Fortunately,
Remember to choose destroy all non-dragons.
yeah, that's a good one.
Don't be like when it's 5 a.m. and you're still in day 1 of the open.
Okay, so they do get to learn,
Yeah.
but I don't. So there's also a world where we give them one more turn, jump to 5/5, and hope
Yeah.
they add something to the board, right?
I think that's way better because we also have study break.
Okay, one more turn, opponent. Add one more permanent to the board. Leaks. Give us
So
more.
it's a bit dangerous because they have the.
Yes, we're really greedy here, but I like
I'm
it.
not really greedy. I think it's measured.
Yes, adding more to the board. Give it to us. Right, so we're taking 6 here from the Dina, right?
Well, I don't think he'll sack it. He doesn't know you have to board wipe.
Right. That's a good one. High
But
five.
still,
Witherbloom Pledge Mates coming at us.
The attack with the team.
I have no clue. We'll jump this.
Maybe he thinks we have a common trick or something.
I have no clue.
This is really good.
Yes,
Get
this
crux.
is very solid correction. We take the summoning here, right?
yeah. You have enough mana to do Crux of Fate and Inkling Summoning.
So we immediately pressure them.
Non-dragon.
Yeah. But I remember like casting the card and looking at it for like 1 minute and like it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. I guess I was really tired. Like,
Opponent getting a Upsong counter spell out of the sideboard here.
maybe he tries to search for plump. That would be really good.
He
That would
didn't
be
learn.
that would be really good for him, yes. Or
The
her.
opponent didn't learn the archer.
Oh, they didn't?
No.
Oh, indeed, you're right.
What?
Okay, it is one of those weekend games.
Yeah, weekend players.
Boos, how's your run?
Oh, rummage. He doesn't have any lessons anymore.
Ah, he doesn't have any lessons. That makes sense.
Is Boost still here?
He is still on the Discord, but it doesn't sound. Oh wow, we're all lands.
Well,
Not the most lucky opponent. But having no lessons is savage. There was one summoning though.
Do you guys even hear me?
Hey, Boos,
No,
yes.
we do.
Now we do. Now we do.
Now
were you
we-
talking the whole time?
I was like, Boost is the kind of guy who mutes you and then doesn't say it. I've had it plenty of times that I was telling stories to Boost and like, I muted you. I'm like, why?
Just all attack here, right? Wait. We can
No,
also
no.
we can just kill it.
I think it's better just to attack with the flyer, study break it, and get your spirit summoning maybe.
Yeah.
Your-
Oh, so you want to study break it right now, and then attack with both?
yeah, it's a possibility.
So then we get 2 extra damage in, plus we get an extra spell to play. I like
Mhm.
that. That's reasonable. I hate it when people do that.
What to what?
Respond to instant speed things
Oh yeah,
with
with the
something
scry.
that doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
There's no.
Like, I have something to do. No.
No, you don't have
wait.
anything to do. you could do that end step.
Or maybe they need
That's
to
a
wait.
really good card.
Oh, that's a good card.
Oh, that's nice.
Now I like our decision even.
And now it's gone.
You
It's
may
left.
put it in so they can leave it either on top or in the grave, right? So they can start putting lands. Oh, they put a spell grave. Okay. Opponent's not giving us the Dina. Do we ever onslaught here to get in with the poet? Or do we just attack for 5?
I think just attack.
Just attack for 5. If he makes a big fractal, we're dead.
Well, he doesn't have any lessons.
No, so
Yeah, that's.
but it could be the land that makes it equal to the amount of lands, right? That can still be in the
Yeah.
So opponent is not having much luck with the land so far, but we also naturally drew 12 of our lands in our top 21.
He didn't do
Got-
upkeep.
Got the Biblioplex?
Yeah, he could have done it upkeep,
Oh, that's savage.
but maybe he keeps it.
Is it really better to do that?
Oh, opponent is just trying to get a spell on top, right? So that they can
It's
be
like it's like another scry, or
right.
it's not an instant sorcery.
They should probably do it now, and then they should graveyard anything that's not a spell, and they should probably scry. Hey, there it is. Oops, there it is. Send in the 3/2 and the 2/1. Play the Pledge Mage pass turn.
I think so.
Like if they trade Blood Researchers for 3/2, we're happy, right?
Yeah.
That's
And then next turn you have the Pledge Mage that could be a flyer or lifelink if you need to.
Right. And then we're very close to killing them. Because they're taking 2 for sure now. The next turn we have 7 air damage.
Yeah.
But they actually need to gain life in the meantime.
Probably gonna make a 1/1 land next turn.
Yeah, which is very strong. Would be cool if they failed to find, because they played all of their 17 lands. Yeah, this looks like a win next turn.
We have a lot of lands too, but no scry land. Unfortunately.
I don't think we have a Scryland in the deck, right?
No, we have 1 cap.
Oh yeah, you're right. 1. Okay. There we go. Make a 2/2. I tap 2/2. Seems to me like opponent is dead unless they find something with the Biblioplex.
Yeah, it's weird that
Why
they
are they
scry
scrying first? Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it on top.
Yeah, they can sort of make sure that they find a spell, right? By scrying
Yeah, but
first.
if it's not a spell, if you want to draw it.
And now they can't cast it. Now they're
so bad.
they're dead. Ay. Opponent. Wasn't the cleanest of games.
Definitely not. This was difficult games. We
Yes.
could have done a lot. I was silent for the long time because I was thinking about all the decisions, but I guess
Yeah,
and there were so many we could make. So I don't know.
I don't think we played it entirely correctly, but opponent was also so slow, which make it really awkward, right? We were trying to bait opponent into making plays, but they were just playing out lands and passing a turn.
I had it day one during the open, and one opponent who was playing super slow was also had a Japanese username, so I think it was like 3 in the night for him.
Oh yes.
And he was making some weird plays, and also really slow plays, but in the end the clock just ran out on him. I didn't complain, but
Block is such a good addition. Like,
This is an awesome hand, and I think we could play Apprentice first.
yeah, I think well, if you have another white source,
Like,
there.
like we can go Apprentice now, next turn Killian, keep up the Defiance. That sounds great.
I like Killian better because you get life.
Yeah.
Yes, but then we offer Killian to a shock.
Yeah, I would
But
play the
Apprentice to a
first one.
shock is also pretty bad. Like,
Okay. Maybe we shouldn't play around uncommons.
Well, yeah, you do have 2 Killians, so
And we do have 2 Killians. Indeed. This is so much luxury.
if they go into a
Ooh,
drop, it's bad anyway.
a Lash would oh man.
Mm.
Doesn't really matter. Wow.
Hey,
Just wow.
just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
indeed.
We warded.
Oh, let's hope they throw what's it called? The red spell that learns 3 deal 3.
Oh,
Sorry,
you
bro.
do.
That's
It's
fine.
okay.
That's fine.
It's actually bad because they know that we have the Defiance and they'll pick the Apprentice.
Yes, but it's pretty hard to play around the Defiance, right?
And yeah, there's nothing to put a counter on.
Wow.
Oh, other way around.
So they have a move on their hand? Oh, they're
Oh, I missed the damage here. Sorry, peeps.
Mhm.
No.
I am sorry. I missed the damage and missed the life gain. This is double bad. So sorry.
It's the weekend. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe we should say like, oops. Oops, I did it again. What?
I like that.
I think we don't attack with the Apprentice.
Why did you put it on the pest and not on Killian?
Because I want them to trade.
Yeah, okay.
Like I want to actively want them to block this. So I'm trying to encourage them to block this. And I don't think the 1 life is going to matter.
Yeah, and yeah, seeing they are still stuck on 2 lands, I'm not sure they're quickly blocking.
No, maybe not, but good to give them a little bit, little encouragement. Okay. Oh, Harrow! Can we get a whoop whoop?
Oh, then you can get annihilation.
I also like getting the summoning,
Yeah,
right?
I like summoning.
We can immediately
Steal
play
them.
it out.
They're on 2. It's over.
Put it on the flyer, I think.
Yeah.
Then we just jam with everything. And we put the counter on the Apprentice. Because they have to block Killian with 2 anyway. And if you put the
Yeah, I like
counter on
that, I like
Apprentice, they have to block it with 2 as well. This is like a horrible spot for them. If they
So
double
it
block
comes through for,
Killian,
like,
they're
4
taking
turns.
7, they're dead next turn. I don't see how they're getting out of this, even if they draw land. I think we're going to a take 2 for opponent.
Still no land.
Boom. Okay, we hardly saw anything, but they did look pretty aggressive. Yeah, I like the remove 1 white, put Professor's Warning in, given that we already saw the flunk.
Why the flunk? It doesn't help against flunk.
You're so right, Cha. Thank you. Anything else?
You flunked the test. Thing.
Good to rest there, humiliate.
Yeah.
It's pretty savage.
I don't know what can I do.
I think it's good.
Maybe Essence Infusion because they had some 2-drops. Yeah, but it's better against Flag. I think.
Can go Rescuer, play the long game. Actively trade against them.
Yeah, I think Essence Infusion is fine.
Our Pupil might also be these because they had a lot of
Star
two.
Pupil might be good, yeah.
They had a lot of 2-1s, right?
Yeah, but they can be flying, but then they have to pay life.
Right.
Yeah, I
But
like Star Pupil.
I think Star Pupil is against them.
I always play Star Pupil. Play Silver Quill.
Do you? I did
Yeah,
that.
right.
I did it at the start of the format, but I stopped doing that.
Mm.
Quite
line?
some opportunities to draw land here, and we do have a lot of 2-drops.
Yeah, I will bet against this.
If we find a land, we win the game.
Yeah, but if you don't find land, you're screwed.
Yes, that's. But we don't find a land in like 30%.
I don't think you win the game then necessarily. It's like you can play 4 of your cards, but if you then miss another land.
This is okay.
Is these?
I
I think
Yeah. bottom the arcade.
yeah, or we bin
Yeah,
the
it's-
Lorette.
Laureate is
The archaic.
Archaic is such a strong card, though.
Yeah, maybe Lariat doesn't really do much on the draw.
yeah. It's either of those two.
Yeah. I think on the play I would have been to the Archaic, and on the draw I like binning the Flyer.
Do you ever want to play the other side of the archaic?
Do you ever wanna?
Sometimes
I
for the
never
mage-
did it.
I once had an opponent who did it. I only got an advantage.
Maybe if you wanna trigger Magecraft to have lethal or something, I can see.
Yeah. And
But each
I've
player is
heard of
getting
some-
3 life as well, right? So
I've heard of some players casting it, but then it was like, ha, I casted this and still won the game.
yeah, yeah.
Don't think
Or
it's
like a
good.
meme.
Yeah.
They are playing one of the better white cards here.
wait,
Mr. Lariat.
Yeah.
did you have two of them?
Yes, we do have to.
You just play Fnatic and pass.
Yes, I like that.
Or attack, because if they attack, it doesn't. We can attack with Fnatic. Yeah, you can just attack.
Attack?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
we
well,
Because they won't attack anyway, because you can attack with Fnatic.
Right,
Unless
so-
they
so we're
play Laurel Pledge Mage or something.
right. So we're assuming they play this. That's basically what we're assuming, right?
If they don't, well.
if they have a land,
Oh yes.
it's like the same.
Same 2 lands.
Mm-hmm.
Tron on turn 2. Then. Okay. They are hovering the Inkling summoning. Passing. Is this the moment where we play the fast lands? No, that was a joke. I think I attack with the Fanatic. No, right?
Why not both and trade for the Inkling summoning? Maybe.
Wanna attack with both?
Yeah, or just ingredient.
But I really want the ingredient to die, right? So how do we best let the ingredient die? By attacking or by leaving it back?
I think
So if you attack with Fnatic, they insta block with Professor.
Right.
So
Instant
you-
block.
I think I wouldn't attack it.
I like it. If take 2 on. No, not on 17 lands.
Not a lot of people are. I wonder what's the. I've seen a discussion on Twitter like, what's the percentile of players that are heavily invested in Magic and on Twitter. From like the bigger picture.
ooh,
And it's only like 10%, less than 10% have ever played in a sanctioned event from all Magic players. That's pretty low.
I I
So I
think
wonder what's it like on 17 lands, like the people that play draft who are in 17 lands, might be even less.
not sure what I like here, boys.
Could offer trade an ingredient, but I don't think they will go for it.
You do gain 2 life then, but that's not big of. I think I like maybe
Yeah.
if we play fence, that's very mana efficient,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can attack with the fanatic if we want, just to gain the 2 life. And then we have a ingredient fence double block on the
Yeah, why not
You
get
would just play the Spectre and pass.
Spectre
Like
pass.
if you attack with Fnatic, they will.
Yes, that's a good one.
They'll happily put the Professor.
If they all attack, I think we double block Killian, block 2-1, and then get blown out by some go wide trick.
if you don't
Every keyword on Killian is just so makes him so obnoxious. Like,
Right.
Like the fact that he also gains mana. You also gain mana by making.
Yes.
He's just so good.
Yes, the card is very good.
Also, that works together with him having manage, which by making combat tricks cheaper and having lifelink, just cards itself.
guarding voice.
Spend an enemy for 1.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh, boys.
Yeah, this is bad.
Still have the double block on Killian though, and I think we're going for the double block here, right?
Yeah, you could.
We could also go for the triple block on Killian. Or they're not
And
even offering it to us.
They don't have anything. Because they don't want.
Yes, if they don't attack with Killian, they don't have any.
We need to do something about that. Summoning. Yeah, that's a good answer.
against Flyer or Killian?
I think the flyer, right? Because we have blocks on the Killian.
Flyer and pass. It's a good run.
Yeah. Then just prolong the game a bit.
If anything.
Our deck is very strong in the long game.
Drop that archaic.
If they attack with the 2-1, we're blocking with the ingredient, right?
Yeah.
Oh, now we just...
Maybe they drew something. I'd still double block.
I like triple blocking.
But then you give him a choice to destroy your Spectre and not your ingredient.
Right, but then we just have 2 ground blockers for their 2 ground creatures, right? And the only, like, what tricks are there? There's the +3/+1 trample thing. There is a red first strike spell, but I don't think opponent is playing that. That's not a card that you would splash.
He just plays the campus for the scry. I think I just like what can I have? Beaming Defiance? Is that
Professor's Warning would be bad for us.
Yeah, just throw this. No.
I just double block here? Like making use his card and winning
Yeah.
ingredients in the grave isn't that big of a deal. Triple blocking feels really dangerous.
That was
Okay, wow.
that was great for us.
Draw a land, it's okay.
And you like Archaic now?
Think so. He doesn't have a Killian anymore.
And we don't attack, right? We play defensive now. If they upkeep Scry, we're so happy.
Yeah, then
That's basically time walking themselves.
Yeah.
well, they do have enough to pay 2 extra for the onslaught if they have it.
Yes, that's true. They do have 6 mana, so the Archaic is not like terror bad for them. But again, that would cost our entire turn just to remove Archaic. Fine with that.
Not a professor.
It's 2 great uncommons to have in your deck. So far, opponent's deck looks very solid. Look at this graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
A+. That's
That's a good sign.
a good sign. That means they don't have... Like, if they would have an Inkling or an Anatomy, they would probably get that, right? Especially
Or a
given the Pledge
Purple
Mage.
Spell.
Ooh. Fortunately, they could pay that.
So I was like, why did they play out the land then?
Yeah, now you get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So they don't have any attacks here for us. So we can play out this, but oh yeah, we can do this and draw the card, right?
Yeah.
And we just pass the turn again.
I like attacking.
What with the 2?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the 2/3 holds back to 2/1s.
Yes, indeed.
The 4/4 also was that.
Yeah, but attacking with the 2/3 enables them to all attack and have 1 trick.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
You want to play it safe.
Oh, yeah, I just like playing it safe given the resource advantage that we currently have.
Okay. Why would you do that?
Apparently, he doesn't have anything in hand.
Yeah, probably this is a land and...
But then you just naturally draw, right? And scry on end step.
Yeah, I
So
did.
that-
Well, they are Silver Quill, right? So they do have a lot of 2-drops.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Maybe they're searching for a combat trick. or
yeah,
something.
combat trick, something like that. Okay, find another land. Arrow.
Oh.
Now we start attacking.
That's good.
That's when we start attacking. And we probably get another flyer.
Yeah, the Inkling.
Let's keep the land.
Too late.
Too late, too late.
What are we attacking with? One of the
Spectre.
flies.
So
Yeah.
we can attack with the Spectre and the Larette, right? And then give the Larette... Oh, we could even give the Spectre Vigilance.
Yeah,
Because we don't mind the Spectre dying on blocks.
exactly.
Yeah, I like this.
Yep.
And I agree. I should have kept the Swamp. That's my mistake. If they kill the Spectre... Oh, that's exile. That doesn't give us... Hey, they do have the Annihilation. Okay. That kills our Sparring Regiment.
Oh, you have a Beaming Defiance.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that doesn't
yeah.
save our regiment, unfortunately. I think we're attacking with the flyers, probably giving the Inkling Vigilance.
Yeah.
Because this... Yeah, I'm not sure though. Yeah, let's give the Inkling Vigilance.
I like giving Laureate vigilance.
You like it being a 3/3?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fair.
I'm more of if they remove one of the flyers, still get a +1/+1 count. Oh no, wait.
If they remove one of the flyers, we're just very happy because we have Beaming Defiance in hand. They're always killing the Sparring Regiment here. Which is fine. I mean, we got so much value out of that card. Sure. Draw cards. Hey. Decks. This
More.
one we play out. I think we attack with both flyers here.
Mm-hmm.
You can also attack with everything, blow them out with the Defiance if they double block, but I don't think it's one of those games.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think they'll triple block. So, if you attack with that.
Is this the turn where we study break something? I mean, we are very close to killing them, right?
Yeah, but next turn you kill them anyway, right? But
Yes, that is true. Yes, that's true. Yes. Wandering Air Cake is so bad for them. Like, I'm pretty sure they have a trick in hand, but they just can't use it because we get the same trick.
It's so good.
It's
Yeah,
so
like
good, yeah.
The guiding voice or Professor's Wand.
Yeah, that of course that works.
Like in most other sets, it would be a bit worse, but
Look, there we go.
Jordan would definitely play Swamp.
Think we put it on Pledge Mage?
No. Maybe.
How are we dying if we block Pledge Mage? Okay, yeah, there's no real reason to block Pledge Mage. I mean, how are they killing us? Need to add 7 damage. Not going to happen anyway. Think this is just a 3-0. Games, boys.
Jeez, no Day of Judgment.
Yeah, Day of Judgment would be savage here. That would
be kind of makes sense why they attacked.
yes, definitely explain their
So
attack.
please, okay. That's good.
Let's study break this and get them.
Yeah, it's over. They can't have it. Dash doesn't do it. GG's.
GG's. Was a clean 6-0, or did we lose a game? Hey, to Jordan.
I think you lost one game, right?
Yeah, maybe we lost one game.